The family of a woman killed in a deadly crash is hoping for more accountability after two people in the car who hit her took plea deals. The crash involved former Dallas Police Association President Jaime Castro, who pleaded guilty last week to lying about who was driving that car. His girlfriend also pleaded guilty. Fox 4's Amelia Jones in our Dallas newsroom tonight with more on this entire case. Amelia.
Hi there, Steve. Tiana Washington's mother and her attorney say the plea deal is a step toward the truth, but they still want more accountability, which is why they're pursuing a civil lawsuit.
My favorite things were her smile.
For the first time,
and the way she loved.
Mindy Crapo is sitting down to talk about her daughter, Tiana Washington.
She just had a very, very big heart.
In March 2025, the 25-year-old was hit by a car while trying to cross Northwest Highway. Inside the car was former Dallas Police Union head Jaime Castro, his girlfriend Angela Valles, and another person who has never been identified. Castro told police his girlfriend was driving at the time, and neither had been drinking.
And as we kind of dug into everything, it just didn't seem to sit right with how the story was told at the scene of the accident.
James Roberts is an attorney representing Washington's family. On Friday, Castro pleaded guilty to making a false statement and admitted he lied about who was driving and his girlfriend's alcohol consumption. His girlfriend also pleaded guilty to making a false statement that she was behind the wheel that night. Roberts and Crapo say this is a meaningful step toward answers.
I felt vindicated that what we had felt the entire time was actually true.
As part of his plea, Castro must surrender his police license, take a DWI class, and serve probation. The Dallas County District Attorney's Office shared the original investigation was, quote, incomplete, so potential further criminal liability is unclear. The family has filed a civil lawsuit demanding more accountability and seeking to find the truth about Castro's movements the night of the crash.
And honestly, the fact that he lied about this, I think, really answers a lot of the questions about how intoxicated he may have been. Why else would he be lying about who was driving and how much he was drinking?
The fight for justice isn't just for her daughter. It's also for her 5-year-old grandson. And Crapo will never stop trying.
It makes me feel strong because I promised my daughter I wasn't going to stop until I got her justice.
Roberts says they are still waiting for the lawsuits to officially be served to Castro and his girlfriend. He believes that once that is complete, the process will move quickly and they can work to have their day in court.